You are on this very planet that Chukwokika Biama created to his glory. We welcome you to another explosive exposition of the very fraudulent contraption, the very diseased abomination that the British created for the enslavement of the children of light. We have come to destroy. We have come to render asunder. We have come to decimate that very tower of darkness, that very zoological republic, that very cesspit of iniquity and of evil. We have come that the blind may see. We have come that the deaf may hear. We have come that even those who through no fault of theirs, but as a result of having subjected themselves to a very disastrous educational system in the zoo, they have become stupid. Here we have come to enlighten and to educate, without any apologies to anybody, without mincing words, without fear before our enemies, determined and resolute, indestructible, and the precipitous collapse of the zoo is inevitable, absolutely inevitable. The devil may try all it can. Those who go before them to peddle falsehood, those who go to work for them, those who are the workers of darkness and of iniquity, we can assure them that we are resolute, we are determined, and there is nothing anybody can do to stop this very invade as many times as you like, kill as many people as you like, propagate falsehood after falsehood as many times as you like, buy up every media space in the zoo, go and connive with people in the diplomatic circles abroad, eyebrow consultancy firm in the world, select some diplomats in the zoo and bribe them. Select those you send to the key countries around the world. None of these things you're doing is capable of stopping us. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you write. It doesn't matter the type of chatter you have behind our backs. All those things you're doing is a complete and utter waste of time, because Biafra must come. There is nothing anybody can do about it. That is why we preach this gospel. That is why we propagate this very message of redemption. That is why Elohim said that Biafra will come. You will not fire a bullet, but Biafra will come. Because Chukwokika has gone before us. And you will hear what will happen to the zoo in weeks and months to come. This is 1 year, 2020. They will never, ever, ever in their lives forget. It does not matter what the enemy does, is irrelevant. Buy over Twitter, buy over Facebook, bribe the British High Commissioner to Nigeria, bribe the US Ambassador to Nigeria, department in America. But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you. That they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba, Biasika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we are doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Owe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not to be nobody, the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who we are chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off.
They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
We have tried to live in Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations of Nigeria.
Nigeria is an evil entity, very, very satanic. You want to change the narrative. It's IPOB, they're the aggressors. I saw some women, was it yesterday? Give them their Biafra. We don't want to die. Look at murderers calling other people murderers. Can you believe such nonsense? The Fulani leaders, you cannot win. You cannot defeat IPOB. You people were the ones that established many terror organizations in Nigeria in a bid to overwhelm the country and take over the territories for your Fulani people. IPOB became a stumbling block to that very janjaweed expansionist tendency. True or false? Am I lying? You were ruling Nigeria before, doing everything you like, controlling NMPC, controlling the seaport, customs, everywhere you were ever. Now, finally, because you felt that you subdued everybody else, now you can now march on with your foot soldiers into the east. Because you've taken over Yorubaland, of course, I know that very well. You came and we said, no, you can't come into this land to take it. Come and do your business and go. You said no. Now, because we defeated Mietiala, you now brought in police and army with official uniform, official badge to come and kill people. And I also want to remind Twitter, because they're listening. Twitter, please. Do you know that in the Nigerian army and police, there are terrorists there? Are you aware that Nigeria actively recruited terrorists, killers and murderers and rapists, and gave them army and police uniforms? Are you aware of that? How can anybody, Yoruba journalists, how can you people in your infantile stupidity refer to Nigeria as having an army or Nigeria police? Or where are those terrorists that they conscripted into the Nigerian army and Nigerian police? Where are they? People without shame, where are they? I'm asking you. Fulani, you want to change the narrative? Of course not. They want to put the blame of insecurity in Nigeria on IPOB. Can you believe that? Can you believe these people? Can you believe them? Can you believe these people? And luckily, as God will have it, they are slaughtering themselves in the north. But IPOB securing the east are the ones to be blamed for the insecurity in the east. There is a clip I want everybody to play, please. Who opposed them opened his mouth and said, I invited the army to come into Olo. There was nothing happening. Fulani, who opposed them gave Fulani land in Olo to do Ruga, Fulani settlement. And we said no. We drove the Fulani murderers and terrorists away. Who opposed them now invited his friends, his masters from the north, to bring in their army and heavy machinery into Olu to kill us. That was how all these things started. All of you have forgotten. My black people in this UG, black, you have all forgotten the Genesis. The same way that all of you that are blaming Boko Haram is a terrorist group, Boko Haram, what they're doing. But when Nigerian police were busy killing their leader and killing everybody else, all of you were just there drinking Fradununu. or doing betting on Chelsea versus Man U or Liverpool versus Man City. Nigeria army and police will go out and commit atrocity upon atrocity. All of you will be there, you keep quiet. Any day, those people out of anger rise up and retaliate. All of you baboons and monkeys will start writing rubbish. Do you know why? Because you have no conscience, you have no soul, you're a black person, you are the embodiment of evil. Is the truth. I don't care who bans whoever or whatever, I don't give a toss. I must preach the truth. Black people are wicked. By nature, very wicked people. That is why you forget the atrocities that your police and your army always commit. You forget. In a twinkle of an eye, you forget. Our army, our police. Now listen to me very carefully, please. You are blaming ESN, whereas it is the same Fulani terrorists masquerading as headsmen that are responsible for orchestrating all the insecurity in and around Nigeria. Fulani, you have Boko Haram. Fulani, talking about insecurity in the east. Hey. Whereas 91 people were slaughtered yesterday. Yesterday, they were killed yesterday. You have the guts. You people have no shame. You have the guts to stand up and be talking about insecurity in the east. And you're a senator from Kebbi State or Kebbi, whatever they call it. And 91 of your constituents were slaughtered. You didn't see it. You are talking about east. Fulani, who formed Boko Haram. Fulani, who formed ISIS in West Africa province, ISWAP. Fulani, who formed Miyetti Allah. Fulani, who formed Ansaru. Fulani, who formed these headsmen and bandits you claim are foreign. Fulani, who brought out murderers and killers and terrorists from prison and gave them military and police uniforms. It is you people. You have now spread them around the country, causing mayhem, abducting people from schools. These are the same place. Hi, these people there. Ha, Fulani, you think everybody's as stupid as you are? You go, you kidnap students from their schools in the north, you get ransom, you buy more arms, you embolden yourselves. You have the guts to conduct a live press conference talking about insecurity in the East. Don't people have shame? Anyway, you don't. Who are the bandits, or should I say terrorists, taking hostages of school children and demanding ransom? Are they not Miyetti Allah, Miyetti, the chief negotiator? Who are the people destroying farms, raping and killing their victims daily around Nigeria? Fulani. Fulani. You know what? How they manage to convince some of you is what I find astonishing. Despite the overwhelming evidence, how they...
Before you, proud to be a servant of such a heroic people, today I stand before you to proclaim that our heroic youth in the various fronts have turned the tide of this war. They have smashed all enemy offensives directed at our destruction. In the air, they have destroyed systematically the sinews of Nigeria's military might. The Biafran Air Force, small as it is, has stopped the entire oil flow of Nigeria from the mainland west. All protestations to the contrary by the British Broadcasting Corporation and Harold Wilson are mere wishful thinking. Our gallant boys are men tempered of steel. They have wrested the initiative from the Gawan enemy, and the Nigerian hordes are in trepidation and on the point of rout. The confusion of the enemy in the battlefields is only matched by the confusion in his home. Fight on, brave boys, fight on, heroes of our fatherland. Pursue the enemy, harass him, destroy the invader. March on, brave boys, now that victory is in sight. March on and hasten the disintegration of the enemy already set in motion. March on, young men.
The foundation for the liberation and independence of Biafra has been laid by this government, and it is very, very strong. We build this particular foundation of the liberation on solid rock. Are you not seeing it? We are not shaking. I am standing very, very strong, making sure that I'm taking the bullet that they are firing at Biafra people, because their target is you. They believe that once they take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of the way, they will come for all of you. That is exactly what is happening in other parts of Nigeria, because nobody is there to stand on the way for them. And they are annihilating people, killing them, sending them to IDP camp. I told them, you see this face, okay, deceive very well. He will deceive you. The momentum of the Biafra liberation today have necessitated all the discussion you see. Everybody is talking. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they keeping him? Some of them claim that he was not fighting the way I'm fighting, but you kidnap him. Some of them are now addressing him as a gentleman, but you went and they kidnapped a gentleman. They say, oh, he's more reasonable. He's not, but you kidnap him. What were you thinking? All of them contributed money. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was speaking, it was their headache. They couldn't sleep every day. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's destroying Alibo. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's doing this, he's doing that. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer destroying Alibo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer causing problem. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer is the good man. Is the only man now that is very reasonable. And I have not even started, because you see what Agaku Nigeria Igwe. Agaku Nigeria Igwe. And you know the next level is by taking all their terrorist barracks, taking all the government houses. That is the next level we will go, because it is part of the defense of our land. These places are places where the attack against our people are being planned.
Onwere otu ọ ga-abụ ma gị ma ha nwere ike dakọta ọnụ ka akpa ihe ọfụma nwee nkwekọrịta otu a ga-esi gaa n'ihu.
Ihe na-eme na ndị be anyị wụ na ha na-aghọtachi anyị na-eme ọfụma. Ịjụọ ha sị na m chọrọ ikewapụ Biafra n'ime Nigeria na ọ bụghị ihe ziri ezi na iwu obodo ha akwadoghị ya. Nna ajụ ha sị ya ke ụzọ chọrọ isi ime ya. Asị na ọwụ ka aga mee ntuli aka elu, anyị bịanyecha aka atụcha vootu, aga na ebe a na-eme iwu anọrọ akpa ya ekwekọrịta, anyị gawa n'iru. Njụọ ha ndị na-eme iwu obodo Nigeria mmadụ ole si Kano steeti pụta? 44. Ọ bụ mmadụ ole na-emekwe n'iwu a si Abia, Imo na Bayelsa pụta? Ha erughị sọsọ Kano steeti. Ọ bụzi ụzọ dị aṅaa ka ị ga-esi wee nweta ihe a ibu n'obi ebe ndị ọwa anyị na ha na-awụ nọchiri egwu agara agbachi ụzọ nọchi ebe niile, efe adịghị, ụzọ adịghị.
I tell you, you don't I advise you, you don't I tell you, you don't your friends they talk with you don't you say all the story. I tell you, you don't I beg you, you don't when the time is right, my brother, yeah.
Land of the rising sun.
onye si na ga-ata anya ahụhụ ma ọ bụ na anyị fe arụsị anyị wee na-efe arụsị iwe were iwe gị na ọnụma gị wee bịa leta anyị ụmụ anyị wee na-anwụsị ụfọdụ nọ n'ụzọ ije ha anaghị alọta ụlọ ọzọ nne na nna wee na-ata ahụhụ wee na-ata ikikere eze nwaanyị kunie ka ọ gaa ubi gaa rụọ ọrụ Fulani chiri ehi bata ebe ala gị niile n'iyi okwu ebepụ ya isi anyị bụ ka anyị kpọkụ onye nwe anyị n'ugwu Awụsa ahụ ejide anyị wee gbuo ihe ọbụla anyị mara aka n'ime ha si maka ha aga n'ihu elekwa ọdụ ụgbọ mmiri n'igwe ọcha bụ ememiri ọya nke dị na Kalaba otu aka ahụ anyị na-ala nsọ ebe Biafra bụ ndị kọstọm sokwenye anyị n'etiti anyị anọghị n'ime mmiri kama kọstọm juru ebe niile ha wee na-ata anyị ahụhụ anyị kwuo ekwesịpụta anyị ka kpọchie anyị kwuo ekwesịpụta anyị ka gbagbuo anyị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe ọ bụ ụzọ dị anya ka isi wee hụ ndị iro anyị n'anya wee karịa ndị nke gị akwa anyị bụ ụmụ Chineke akwa ọba aha anyị ka anyị na-aza akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza ike Chukwu akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza amara Chineke akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chisom akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chizọba nna nke dị nsọ onye ime eluigwe dịka otu onye iro dị na anyị bụ ụmụ gị bịa ka iwe zọpụta anyị bịa ka iwe napụta anyị n'aka ajọ ihe bịa ka iwe lụọrọ anyị ọgụ bịa ka iwe dịtụ ozu ọ bụ ọkọwa mgbe emilere Goliath Chineke nna nke igwe ruo ememire Fero sikwa otu a mee ka Fero bụ ọgụzọ n'ihu ụmụ ndị IPOB ka o wee taa akọpụ iguni ọtọ ọzọ ị ga na-edu anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume ọ bụla adịghị na anyị na-aga ndagwurugwu onyinye ọnwụ ọ bụgụ nwa bụ ekegere n'igwe n'ụwa onye ọbụla kere gị nweghị mmalite nweghị ọgwụgwụ kama anyị onwe anyị bụ anọkwa ahụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ n'ezie kama marakwa na okwu gị na-anọgide ego mgbe ebighị ebi ọ bụ ya mere anyị ji were gị n'anya isi anyị wee na-asị nna nke dị nsọ bịa ka iwe gosi anyị Biafra na ndụ na-abụghị n'ọnwụ bịa ka iwe mee ka ebe gị na amara gị wee kpuchiri anyị ka uwe bịa ka iwe zọpụta ndị nke gị bịa ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa ka anyị na-ewetụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'aha gị onye bụ Chukwu abịa ma
Biafrans, good evening, Biafrans. Welcome. I welcome you. I welcome all of you, Biafrans. Welcome to this live program on this platform, IPOB, Western Cape Media TV. I welcome each and every one of you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. And I thank you for joining us this evening. I appreciate your presence and I thank you for being part of this program this evening. I want you to, as you are joining us, before you settle down, I want you to share this program. Share the program in all the platforms where you belong. I want you to share this program. Share the program in all the platforms where you belong. You can share the program on your WhatsApp groups. You can share it on your village WhatsApp group. And share it in your on all the platforms where you belong. You can share it on your Facebook, share it on your YouTube, share it on your X, share it on all the platforms, both in your Twitter, both in your what's it called? Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Share it. Very, very important. It's very important that we share this program this evening. And then like this program. The reason we always want you to like our program is so that people may see this program, because the more you like it, the more Facebook send out the notification to so many people. So please share this program and like this program. It's very important that you do. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. And we appreciate your presence. We thank you for being here this evening. As always, we do not take your presence for granted. We are so grateful and thankful. And we thank Chukwu Okadiama for keeping you alive, for keeping each and every one of us alive who have seated in our various locations. Invite your friends to this program. Invite your families to family to this program. Then invite all of us of freedom to this program, and let us have a very good and excellent gathering this evening on this platform, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. As you know, here we are very, very serious and truthful people. And we vowed to always stand for the truth and to speak the truth at all times. It does not matter how you may feel about it. It does not matter what you may think about it. It's not even important. What is important to us is that we are able to speak the truth. The situation we are as people does not require fear. And we are not ever going to back down from speaking the truth because we are afraid of the consequences of speaking the truth. We don't care. Whatever the consequences are, it's not our business. Like I always say, we are not afraid of the consequences of saying the truth. We are only afraid of the failure by us or from us failing to speak the truth. As long as we speak the truth, we are fulfilled, satisfied, and we left the rest for Chukwu Okadiama to conclude. One thing is for sure, we have but one life. There is nobody who will live here forever. And what matters is not how many years you lived here is not important. Let me be very frank to you. What is important is the impact you left behind, the legacy, the effect, your presence. If your presence was felt positively or negatively. So we pray for long life, but because we want to live long, it's not enough for us to shy away from the truth because we want to want to live here forever. Then we will step aside from speaking the truth. We will always speak the truth, and it doesn't matter who you are. We will speak the truth to you. We tell you the truth. It is now your decision to either accept it or how you react is entirely your business, not my business. So I have come this evening to do the job that Chukwu Okadiama has given to me to do. Before I continue, I want you to know that we are live in all our social media platforms. We are live on our YouTube page, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. We are also live on our YouTube channels, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. We are also live on our X, formerly Twitter, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. So you can make a choice. Decide where you want to join us this evening. And also our WhatsApp line is open. You can call in. You can call in if you wish to be part of this program. You can call in and make contribution or make comments to this program. This is IPOB Western Cape Media TV. Here we speak nothing but the truth. We are without fear nor favor. We are fearless before our enemies. We are not here to represent any individual, but to represent and to defend our fatherland, Biafra. Because for us, it is Biafra today, tomorrow, and forever. If you are offended by our resolve, we have no apologies for that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, worldwide. And his position is incontestable. IPOB is here to restore Biafra. And we are not going to wait until Biafra is restored. Welcome you to IPOB Western Media TV, saying it the way it is. Yes, we say it the way it is without fear, because we are fearless before our enemies. And because truth is our hallmark. Truth is our identity. We are known by our truth, and we shall continue to speak that our truth, irrespective of who you are, how you feel. So I thank you for being part of this program this evening. Before I continue, I bring greetings to you, fellow Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world, from my coordinator, Mazi Innocent Alia. Mazi Innocent Alia is the IPOB Western Cape Zone Coordinator. Mazi Innocent Alia is working assiduously to make sure that Biafra is restored. Mazi Innocent Alia is representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu here in this zone, IPOB Western Cape Zone. He was appointed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he is doing the job that he was appointed to do. He's a great leader, a leader worthy of emulation, a strong leader who has sacrificed everything sacrificable to make sure that Biafra and IPOB stand still. Strong. He has sacrificed his money, his personality, he put it on the line, his time, and everything that is precious to him. He is the reason that we are here standing strong in this zone. When other people, other zones has collapsed, IPOB Western Cape is standing, because we have a great, strong one, understanding one, a leader without greed, a leader without jealousy, a leader without envy. And I want to bring this to your notice in case you have not heard it before. The enemies created a parallel IPOB and also a parallel IPOB Western Cape representative. And they parade themselves as the angel of light. They are busy wandering from one place to another, seeking for whom to deceive. The reason I always make this thing, I always tell you this is because days are so evil. Days are evil. Don't say you didn't hear it. I have always made it as a mandate to remind you about these sons of perditions who goes about trying to destroy the good job that Mars Innocent Alia is doing in this zone. I want you to be very, very careful. Know that there is no other IPOB Western Cape representative, only Mars Innocent Alia. Any other person is a fake, a criminal, and a scammer. You must distance yourself from these people. Don't associate yourself with them. You cannot do anything in IPOB without following due process. IPOB Code of Conduct has stipulated and directed us on how to do or how to go about every challenges. And I want you to stand strong, because IPOB Code of Conduct makes you, tells you to be strong. Don't be deceived. We have but one IPOB Western Cape coordinator, Mars Innocent Alia is his name. Any other name, disregard. It's a scam. It's not true. That is what I want to tell you in this regard. Then I bring greetings to you also from the IPOB coordinators. All the coordinators we have in this zone, we are all together. So the greetings is coming from them. And also, I bring greetings to you from the executive of this zone, IPOB Western Cape Executive. I bring greetings to you from them. And I want you to know that men are working assiduously day and night, making sure that IPOB Western Cape Zone stands strong. We are believers and followers of Mars Nnamdi Kanu. We believe him, whether he is here or not. We believe him. And we believe on his legacy. Whatever he kept, we are following it. That is why IPOB Code of Conduct is so essential in this zone. IPOB Code of Conduct, remember I didn't say IPOB Code of Moral Conduct, because they have created another thing they call IPOB Moral Conduct. There is nothing like that in IPOB. What we have in IPOB is IPOB Code of Conduct, given to us by no other person but the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, Onye Nduma Nnamdi Kanu. So in this zone, we are so serious, we are so determined to follow and to obey the directives, the dictates of the IPOB Code of Conduct. And since we have been doing so, we have never regretted it. We have never lost no battle in this zone. Every battle we fought, we won, because we are standing on the solid foundation we are standing on IPOB Code of Conduct. So that is one of the greatest achievements of this zone. Until tomorrow, until Mazen Kanu says otherwise, we shall continue to follow the IPOB Code of Conduct. Any other trash does not make sense to us. We are IPOB Western Cape. We are strong, we are resolute, and we are focused. Because we have a great leader. Here there is no space for intruders. There's no space for them. And they know. They have come, they were defeated. And here we are still standing. IPOB Western IPOB, this platform, IPOB Western Cape Media TV, is being sponsored by IPOB Western Cape Zone. And this is the only zonal platform, Banon. You can never find any other zonal media platform anywhere in this zone. In this family IPOB. Go and check it. That is a great a great effort we have here, and we continue to contribute our own to this struggle, because the enemies came to destabilize and destroy what Mazen Kanu built with sweat and blood. The enemies came to destroy it and made it useless. That was when this platform was created. It was born out of necessity. So we decided to put up this platform to be able to hold things together. Because we look around, every other platforms has failed completely. They have left what is needful and start chasing after what is not. And that is when we said, no, we have to come. And we have come. And since we came, we have never disappointed. I can boldly say it. We have never disappointed. We never used this this platform for stagger, nor for propaganda, nor for fighting our perceived enemies. What we do here is to do that which is needful. We are here to protect, to defend, and to propagate the gospel of Biafra, which is the gospel of freedom. And we are doing it, and we are not going to look back. Not today, not tomorrow, and not forever. We are here to reason, and we are here to activate our common sense. We have eyes, and we can see. We have ears, and we can also hear. You don't need to tell us what we already know. Because you cannot push me and show me where to fall. I know who is fighting for Biafra's restoration, and I know those who are not. By their fruits, you shall know them. So before I continue this evening, my name is Mazi Onyebuchi, and I am your host, and by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama Premiyenine, I am the Parklands Unit Coordinator. I say to you, fellow Biafrans, good morning, good afternoon, Good evening. Good night to some of you, depend where you are watching this evening. I thank you for being part of this program this evening. And if you have not shared this program, I want you to do that now before we start this program this evening. If you have not liked, I want you to do us well to like this program on this evening. That is the only thing you can do to support us. You can't give us money. So the only thing you can do is to share this program and like the program so that other people may know that we are here and they will join us. Now, this evening, you know, a lot of things are happening in our land today and in this struggle in general. And before I go on, I want to talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. We trust him, we believe him, and he has never given us reason not to. In fact, he has proven that he is more than capable to lead us to the promised land. And all that is required from you and from I is to stand, queue him behind him. And how do you queue behind Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Well, you queue behind him by, first, you have to remember his teachings. You have to remember his teachings. You have to also understand what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for. So many people followed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they do not understand. They listen, but they don't have the heart of understanding. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu believed in Biafra, and he believed that there is no sacrifice that is too much. And that is why he said, it is Biafra or death. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not have two options or choices, as the case may be. He has but one choice, which is Biafra, and nothing but Biafra. And if you say you believe in him, and you say you follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are IPOB, you are fighting for freedom, and you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as your leader, or as a mentor, or whichever way. If you do not believe in Biafra, or if you have other choices, like some of them have today, some have structure. If you don't give us Biafra, restructure Nigeria. Some also say, if you do not give us Biafra, yeah, restructure Nigeria is could be regional. We go take us back to regional bullshit. And when I look at these people, just like during the time of 2023 election, suddenly, Biafra or death changed to Peter Obi, obedient movement. And I began to see those people who stood behind Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and was screaming behind his shoulder, Biafra or death, Biafra or death, Biafra or death. Suddenly, during the 2023 election, they turned it to Biafra or Peter Obi, Biafra or Peter Obi. I said, what am I hearing? Is my mind playing tricks on me or what? But the truth is that it is not playing pranks on me. It is reality. These people suddenly changed from Biafra or death to Biafra or P2B. Now, Mazda have never had such ideology. It has always been Biafra or Biafra, Biafra or Biafra, Biafra or death. For Mazinam de Kano. So now, you know, every day by day, as the day goes by, I keep having this reason to trust Mazi Simon Ekpa even the more. You know, some people are afraid to talk about Simon Ekpa because they don't want someone to say, hey, you are autopilot, you are this. Who cares? I've said it before. I don't give a damn about what you think about. Like I told you, we're here to speak the truth. I don't care how you feel. I don't care. I don't give a damn how you feel about it. My own is to speak the truth. Where are those people that call themselves DOS, the leadership, today? Where are they? I'm asking those confused fellows, those ignoramus people. Where are those people that call themselves DOS today? Where are they? What are they doing? Do we still have anything as such in this struggle? I mean, DOS. I want you to remember one thing. I keep saying it. You know, I will continue to say things over and over again. Because the more I say it, I believe that it sinks deeper in your heart. I remind you what Garba Shehu said. You see Garba Shehu? When Mazi Kano was kidnapped from Kenya, he said that keeping Mazi Kano in detention will subdue or will step IPOB down. That as you keep Mazi Kano away, within a short period of time, IPOB will die off. Garba Shehu said that. So they didn't kidnap Mazi Kano and brought him to zoo to try him and jail him. No, they know that they don't have what it takes to do so. They don't have the evidence. Mazi Kano has not committed any crime. Just like what Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing, the Prime Minister of Biafran government in exile is doing today. Let me tell you something. He has committed no crime. I saw some people the other day celebrating, what's it called? The Finland foreign minister or foreign whatever said that, oh, they have prepared the case against Mazi Simon Ekpa. And look at Nigerians. And they were celebrating their deceitful newspaper, media. Everyone was carried it. They carried it and they were sharing it. They were celebrating. Oh, very soon Finland is going to package Mazi Simon Ekpa and hand him over to Nigeria. And I look at them. I see ignorance in the highest order. Mazi Simon Ekpa, just like Mazi Kano, has not done anything that is against international law. Fighting for your freedom, defending yourself is not a crime anywhere, even in the zoo. self-defense is allowed, is acceptable, is accepted anywhere in the world. You have right to defend yourself. That is why in the zoo, they have space for vigilante groups to defend the community, to defend the people, to do this, to do, and they give them guns. What are those guns for, if not for defense? So, if not that zoo is a corrupt, lawless place, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no business being in detention. What he's doing is what is within his right. So now, Mazi Simon Ekpa, as they said, oh, Finland is about to hand him over to Nigeria. All of them are lies. It's not going to happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not forever. It's not going to happen anywhere. So I want them to just forget about it. So now, when they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, having in mind that they could not be able to convict him, nor to jail him, now they devised a means to put him away for a long time. Remember, this is second year, going to third year that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention. Since 2021 June to 2021 June and July to 2022 is 1 year. July is 1 year. Then from 2022 July to 2023 July is second year. Then 2023 July, oh, this is third year Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there. So now they want to keep him away for as long as it is possible for them. Because they know that the people that is following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, most of them are not real. Now, they succeeded in making sure that IPOB is curtailed. They could be able to curtail IPOB. But unknown to them, there is someone that prepared and kept him aside, which is Mazi Simon Ekpa today. There's something that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said in the past. That is why I said some of the people that follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they don't follow him with their hearts. They follow him with their head. Their brain is not involved. Their heart is not involved. Their head is what they use in following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is why when he says something, it goes in from here, then it comes out from here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, we are not going to pay for the international community, like the international media and community talk about Biafra agitation and Biafra stuff. That when time comes, they will talk about it. They will even look for us to talk about, to hear our stories and publish it for the world to see. Now I ask you, is it happening today or not? Is it happening today? It is. Biafra is being discussed today on international platforms. People are talking about Biafra, think tanks. People in America, people in Europe, they are talking about it. Biafra is everywhere, like MTN, everywhere you go. People talk about it, people discuss it. Biafra is being discussed among the congressmen, among the American people, among the American media and all that stuff. That you have not heard CNN and BBC talk about it or discuss it is just for a matter of time that will come to be. They will talk about it. A matter of time. From now till 2nd of December, they will definitely talk about it. They will have no other choice than to talk about it. But my joy today is that the international communities have come to realize, oh, these people are back again. There's something what's it called? The lobbyists, one of the lobbyists, lobbying for Biafra government in exile. There's something that man said. The day I was listening to him, the last time he was on a platform with the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, and the Eritrea government in exile and others. He said something. He said that we keep talking, expecting that Washington will hear about us. In fact, it got to a point where we became angry about it. Oh, they should see what is happening. Why are they not talking about us? Why are they not reaching out? Why are they not doing all these things? Instead, international politics does not work like that. You have to make contacts. They want you to come because there are a lot at stake. They want you to come, talk to them. What is happening? Open their eyes to it. They want you to speak. You talking on social media is not enough. You writing everything you may write and posting it on social media is not enough. You have to make this move by reaching out to people that matters. And that is exactly what Biafran government in exile under my Simon Ekpa is doing today. And that is why you can see Biafran being talked about. You can see think tanks, people who talk, who reasons, who talk about Biafra. Write about it. Talk about the Biafran, what's it called? The Biafran self-referendum. They talk about it. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said all these things. That the time will come when the international community will talk about us. And they are talking about Biafra today. I don't know if I should say this, but I am kind of disappointed today when in our platform there was a discussion that was going on today in one of the platform, IPOB platform, and some people said something, and I would like to let me just read one of it. Someone wrote something, and this is in our platform today. One of the platforms, someone wrote something and said, "This because of this, someone posted this news in our platform, which it says this news is by Daily Post. It says Nnamdi Kanu. Then it says since Tinubu continued Buhari's insult on Igbo. I don't use Igbos. It doesn't make sense to me. Whatever you may think is Igbo. If it is not Igbo, it is not Igbo. Nothing like Igbos. If you want to make it like Igbo, simple. Don't put it. This Igbos is taking over everything. Let me go. I said, since Tinubu continued Buhari's insult on Igbo, lawyer, and lawyer Jumako. Now, someone wrote under it, in the platform and said, he said, the only thing that can make the Nigerian government seek dialogue and free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is action. You can call me autopilot and stuff, but this is what I think. Now, someone that I respect so much, someone that I trust and I look up to in this struggle, wrote. The person said, the person wrote and said, and replied to the person and said, and you are right, he agreed that we need actions. And that is one of the tools to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by the action, because the truth is that if IPOB as a movement had lived up to expectations by doing everything, action. You know, when I talk about this action is not only when you face Nigerian terrorists, uniform with guns. No, that is not the only action. There are a lot of ways, different ways to kill a rat. When we say action, some people will tell you that you want us to start war with Nigeria. No, you may not like. We have made it very simple. You may not agree with Mazi Simon Ekpa. You may not agree with his approach. You may not agree with his approach. But the point is, you that is fighting or is not agreeing with, you that does not agree with his approach, what are you bringing on the table? Because if you say that this is not good, so which one is good? How are you contributing? How are you putting your effort? What are you doing? Which way are you? What are you bringing on the table? Is you condemn this one, but you have nothing. Nobody should be that. The person agreed and said, you are right. Now he went on to say, but the actions of Ekpa is not yielding fruit now, or else they would have succumbed by now. Lies. I disagree with him totally. That Nigerian government have not released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not mean that the actions of Mazi Simon Ekpa and the Biafran Republic government in exile does not yield fruit. Nigeria is a stubborn country. It's a stubborn place. They are stubborn. And remember that in 2015, 2017, when they arrested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then they released him under 2 years when they got under intense pressure. Now they released him. Now, after they released him, they began to regret. They started to regret, why did we release this guy? That was why they came to his house to buy him, that on that same 2017. They came to buy him. So now, when they managed to lay their hands on him the second time, do you think that they will just release him like that? When they regretted releasing him the other time? No. And this time around, they have a target to step IPOB down, to put the fire of IPOB off. That is their target this time around. And they have not achieved it, because we are still here. We are still pushing. We are still fighting. We are still, doing that job that Mazen kind of gave us to do. So they have not achieved it completely. We have not denied Mazen Kanu. We have not abandoned Mazen Kanu. We have not abandoned IPOB. We are still fighting, even though we are broken. We are not out. So now, they want to make sure that IPOB is completely eradicated in the hearts and mind of every one of us. Until then, they don't have plans of releasing Mazen Kanu. So you are coming to say that because they have not released him, the effort of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic of Benin is not yielding fruit. It's a total lies from the pit of hell. It's a lie. If it is not yielding fruit, or if it has not yielded fruit, if it has not yielded fruit, did you see the other time that Mazen Kanu's, one of his lawyers, Maxwell, did you see the other time? Did you see the video he made? You don't understand the impact of that video. Some people don't understand because we don't think, we don't reason, we don't think deep, we don't think critically. That video showed you that Nigeria have actually lost control, have actually lost legitimacy in some part of their own country. If police stations could run away, could be shut down, if law court in a country could be closed down, that country has lost territorial integrity in those places. Don't worry. You may say to me, but Mas, the military always come there to do. Yes, they have become invaders. They have become invaders. That is why they come, they go, they come, they buy people, they instill fear in the heart of people, and they leave. And they left, The police station is closed down completely, permanently. The law court, the customary law court, is shut down. Not only in Maxwell's community, in other communities, it is like that. Nigeria have lost legitimacy in almost all the communities in Biafraland today. The only place they are still in control is only in the cities. But in most of these communities, there is nothing. That is why the only thing they come there to do is to commit atrocities, terrorism, and they go. They come in, they commit terrorism, they leave, they left. They come in, they commit terrorism, they left. They have nothing there. So, going by this judgment, that the effort of Mazi Monepa has not yielded any good fruit, because Mazi Kanu has not been released. It's a misjudgment. It's not so. It's not truth. But that is not what got me. Now, what got me most is this. The same person read. He said, any action that only takes the life in Southeast landed areas without touching the general zoo economy, but only crumbling Igbo economy, that action will yield no fruit. Until anyone can do anything close to what Avengers did to the zoo, will only be joking and giving the zoo time to buy out more people. Did you see that? This is his judgment. He's right to say whatever he wants to say. But I see some ingredients of ignorance. I don't want to say envy. No, it's not. The person I'm talking about is a very respectable comrade. He's a highly intelligent comrade. But you know what? Sometimes you have to look closer for you to see the lights in the tunnel. He's not seen any lights in the tunnel. He's not. To me, he has given up, and that is why he's not seen anything in what Mazi Samanepa is doing. And I have always said in this program that I disagree with anybody who will come out to say, let me read it again. He said, any action that only takes life in Southeast landed areas without touching the general zoo economy, but only crumbling Igbo economy, that action will yield no fruit. To me, this is biting your nose to spite your face. Because you just said something here. You just use your hand to put curse on what you are doing. Because when you talk about Nigeria, and there's something I want to say. Let me put it this way. I want you to know that, first, making comparison with freedom fighters, those fighting for freedom, I mean for total freedom, like we are fighting for Biafra, making comparison with them, with Avengers, ordinary Avengers. Avengers are militant groups fighting for resource. Is it not even resource control? They fought for, is it 10% for some percentage? IPOB and Biafra agitator is for total disintegration of the Zoological Republic. Avengers are for resource control. These are two parallel things. You don't bring them, it's like bringing negative and positive together. Don't make comparison with Avengers. It's wrong. We are not the same people. We don't have the same ideology. We don't have the same target. They have their own ideology. And I think they have gotten it, which is what's it called? Whatever they are enjoying today. We are fighting for Biafra. We are doing more serious things than what Avengers did. And expecting us to go to the creeks. You know very well that these things that you talk about that Avengers did was that they are in the creeks bombing the oil pipes in the creeks. IPOB, Biafran agitators today has no stronghold in the creeks. And you that is writing this, you know why. You know the reason. And some of you are in the position to make IPOB to also have stronghold in the same creeks. But you failed completely. Some of you failed completely. How would IPOB be there bombing whatever the pipeline in the creeks when you, who is supposed to lead IPOB to the creeks, failed completely? You failed to lead IPOB to the creeks. You failed to create a strong IPOB in the creeks. So how are we going to be? We're going to fly from southeast and land there. We are holding southeast. That is our stronghold. So those Biafrans in the referent areas should also organize themselves and have something closer to Avengers who will man creeks, who will bomb the what's it called? The pipelines. And also, this thought to me is wrong. I've made this. I've said this before, that when you talk about economy of Igbo and the rate of death in the southeast, to me, I think it's more of ignorance. Why? Because we talk about how our people are being died, the death amongst our people. Now, I ask you, who are the people looking for freedom? It's Biafrans. It's Ndi Igbo and their brothers and cousins. They are the ones looking for freedom. So if there is anything as such, it is them that will still pay the price. Just like in the 1967, while we were busy fighting, defending our land, the people in the rest of, in the north and the west, we are doing their things like there was no war going on. Because it is not their fight, it is our battle. We fight for it and die for it. We cannot say, oh, because people are not buying in the west, or people are not buying in the north, we are also not going to buy, but we want freedom. How can you say you want freedom? You are looking at those who doesn't want freedom. You know that something brought that death to you. And what brought that death to you is your ideology. So you should be blinded by what is happening in other parts of the country. Focus on your own. How are you going to survive this? Because they have come and they have come. There's no two ways about it. And they did not just come, you brought them. You brought them. Mazi Amdekanu said, I will draw them down to Biafraland. Drawing them down, when they are coming, they are not coming with sticks. They are not coming with rice and beans. They are coming with guns and bullets to buy your people. That is the reason they are coming. And that Mazi Amdekanu, who said it, knew that this is going to happen. He knew what he was saying. So he's not going to be shocked or surprised that our people are being tied today, because he knew that they will come and he is an instrument in bringing them. So if you who supported him when he made this comment, you didn't question him, but why would you draw terrorists down to our land? Why would you say you want to draw those soldiers and those terrorist soldiers in uniform? Why do you say you want to draw them to our land? You didn't protest. You were hyping him. You were clapping. Oh, right on, because you did not understand the consequences of that statement. You thought that freedom is rice and stew. You thought that freedom is shouting and screaming on the social media. You thought so? If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not understand what freedom is all about, he would have given up a long time ago. But because he understood what freedom is all about and he prepared his mind for it, that is why he is unbreakable. Because already he knew what he's gotten himself into. He knew that this thing will be, and he already prepared his mind for any eventuality. That is why he is still standing. And you that has not experienced what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu experienced, you that has not faced what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing, you have already fallen just by mere absence, or would I say, by mere physical appearance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is here in spirit, but physically he's not here. Because of that, you have fallen completely. Some of the people have begun to question this struggle. Some of them have begun to question our resolve to actualize Biafra. I have said this thing before, and I will repeat it. Some of the people you see today who oppose Mazi Simon Ekpa, some of the people you see today who said, oh, Simon Ekpa is not doing it right, some of them, they are not saying it because because Simon Ekpa is not getting it right. No. They are saying it because they think, or rather, their minds is telling them that Mazi Simon Ekpa want to take position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What if Mazi Simon Ekpa restore Biafra? Where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gonna be? What is gonna be the end story? They have occupied their mind with the glory that has not yet achieved. The glory of latter days. They have occupied their mind with the glory of the latter days. They forgot that presently is more important, because if it is what you do today that will determine your next step towards that glory. They are fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that he can retain his relevancy. They do not know that are still the same thing. There is nothing that will happen today, as long as Biafra is concerned, that you will remove Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the equation. Just like Ojukwu is late, but his presence is still felt. Are you going to tell me that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should restore Biafra tomorrow, that the effort of Ojukwu Leto Ikemba Nnewi is wasted? No. Ojukwu laid the foundation, which every one of us are building on. That is the same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never seen himself as the undisputable. He knew that he is fighting for a country, to restore a country. He knew that it is not something that he could do alone. That is why he have you. That is why he called you to come and join him. That is why he have IPOB in over 160 nations of the world. He has units, he has all these things, because he understood that Igwebike and Koma Medon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, until he's kidnapped, continued to shout for 100 men. So if he knew that he could do it alone, why is he looking for 100 men? I'm asking those ignorant people in our midst who thinks that, oh, let us protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us make sure that it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if it is not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's nobody. Some of them made the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the center of attraction. No. Release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is one of the things we are looking for. And the most important of them all is the restoration of Biafra. And I believe that if Nigerian government should walk up to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and say to him, you are going to stay here because we will give you Biafra after 10 years if you only stay here. I believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will willingly accept to be there for that 10 years to come out with Biafra. Some of you think that his release is the utmost important to him. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is missing outside or want to come outside by like tomorrow, like today, it is because you have failed. It's because those he handed over the baton to has failed to run and advance with it. If you are doing what you're supposed to do you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will care whether he's released or not? Because you're not doing anything. You have left it. Oh, let us wait for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. To him, his efforts is going down the drain. So he needs to come out. He needs to come out to put things in order because of your total failure. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wants Biafra to be restored. The reason he is where he is today is because of Biafra restoration. If he wants his release, if he needs his release more than Biafra, he would have negotiated for his release long time ago. But to him, his release is secondary. The most important to him is the restoration of Biafra, so that his effort and suffering will be rewarded. His freedom without Biafra is not a reward. But Biafra with his release is a total reward. And that is his focus. Why are you not focusing on that as well? Why we are fighting for Biafra? Why we are fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release? If you leave one and start looking for another, then you have lost completely. While we are pushing for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release, we are also pushing for Biafra restoration. Because that is the reward that will make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to live long for us. So the most important thing for each and every one of us who have seated here listening to me is for us to queue behind those who are working, who are pushing, who are fighting, who are risking everything for Biafra restoration. But when Biafra is restored, every comrade that is being kidnapped and put away will be released. Biafra will go for each and every one of them. Or do you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only one that is kidnapped? Thousands of our people have been kidnapped and hidden away in all the detention facilities in the zoo. You don't know that? Some of them, their families don't even know whether they are alive or not. But they are alive, rotting, wasting away. And all that you are all that is important to you is who restores Biafra, who leads it, and who does not lead it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very much around, leading. He said, I will lead in front. He is fighting wherever he is. He is speaking on behalf of Biafra. He is speaking for the restoration of Biafra. That is what kept him there. That is why he's still there. If he wants to come out today, he will come out today. So do your own and let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do his own. Don't do what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can do. Let him do what he can do, then you do the one you can do. My respects for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continue to grow each passing day. Because if it is not for him, the truth is that it would have been to your tent, O Israel. But because of him today, we are here. We are still here talking. We are still here speaking. We are still here fighting. We are still here pushing. We are getting our strength from what he's doing. So nobody should come and talk about, the effort, whatever that is buying our people or affecting our economy or doing all that, or comparing IP or the agitators fighting for Biafra restoration with Avengers. It's an insult. It's an insult to even compare Avengers and ESN. It's an insult. Where are those Avengers and what they fought for today? Where are they? Has it brought any change to the Niger Delta? It is just few individuals like Aside Okubo and Tompolo. They are the ones who gain it. The rest of the Niger Delta are wallowing in abject poverty, pollution, oil pollution everywhere. So don't compare IPOB with what Avengers did. And don't tell us how Igbo economy have been affected by the activities of the agitators. That is the price to pay. That is the price to pay. That is the price to pay. And I don't think those in the Southeast are complaining, because they understood the price they are paying and what they are paying it for. That is it. So I just want us to look at something. I want us to look at something. There's a video I want to play. Let me play this video first before I can now talk about other things.
We were not even supposed to be Nigerians in the first place.
Wow.
We were the Royal Niger Company.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So we're basically a company for the British to take resources and blah, 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 and go for Britain.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then somewhere along the line, the company decided to buy the whole place and amalgamate it.
Right. Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the people that sell the place and the people that buy, to them are the winners.
Mm.
The rest of the people are what?
Right.
Collateral damage. We were not even supposed to.
Now, I just want you to look at this. What's happening here? Just give me a minute. Let me. This thing want to start is rubbish. Now, each and every one of us know who that man is. And that is Burna Boy. Burna Boy is a Biafran. And where is this one? Most of the time when I want to Yes, sorry for that. We know who that guy is, and there is reason I want to play his interview. Each and every one of us, I believe that each one of us has listened to him, or rather play this interview.
We were not even supposed to be Nigerian.
But there is something he said there's something he said here that made me, that got me, and that is the reason I am playing this this video here. And that statement is very, very important. And another reason I play this thing is this not exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been saying that made the Zoological Republic to go after him and kidnap him? That means that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the only one who knew about this. That means So many people knew about this and they knew the truth. And if this is correct, why is Mazen Kanu still there in the DSS dungeon? And why is he kidnapped in the first place? The same comment, the same statement that Burna Boy just made here is where Mazen Kanu based his ideology. Now, let us go back. Let us go and listen to him again.
We were not even supposed to be Nigerians in the first place.
Wow.
We were the Royal Niger Company.
We were not supposed to be Nigerians in the first place. We were Royal Niger Company. This is very loud. You know, this statement alone is loud. Very loud. We were not supposed to be Nigerians in the first place. We were Royal Niger Company. Is this not what Mazen Kanu has been saying? And if this is what Mazen Kanu has been saying, that made you to persecute or to be persecuting him till today, what is his offense? And if he committed any offense by saying exactly what Burna Boy just said now, why has Nigeria not declared Burna Boy wanted? Let us continue.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So we're basically a company for the British to take resources and blah, 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 and go for Britain.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then somewhere along the line, the company decided to buy the whole place and amalgamate it.
Right. Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the people that sell the place and the people that buy, to them are the winners.
Did you hear that? That is where the Ike port is. He said, after the British government succeeded in, buying the place and amalgamating it, that made up these people called Nigeria today. After they bought it and amalgamated it, now they ended up, the people that sold it to them and they that bought it are the winners. The people that sold it to them and they that bought it are the winners. They are the owners of Nigeria today. And that is why what Mazen Kanu continue to say, that Nigeria was not duly negotiated. Our ancestors were not carried along. Who was the person that sold the Royal Niger Company? Who was the person who sold it to Britain? Who collected the money from Britain? What was the money used for? Did my ancestors got share from that money that Britain paid for the Royal Niger Company? Who sold that company and who bought it? To Britain. And who collected the money? far as I'm concerned, my ancestors did not touch pardon from that money. And nobody even told them that they are being amalgamated. It was done duly by those who sold it to the company to Britain and Britain themselves. And they sold it, they bought it for a purpose, for business purposes. And that is why we continue until tomorrow to say that Nigeria is a business center. It is a business owned by the Britain. That is why when Mazen Kanu was pushing, they saw him as a threat. And they connived with their co-owners and kidnap Mazen Kanu. He said, those who sold the Royal Niger Company to Britain, and the Britain are the winners. So if they are winners, who are the losers? You and me. Both you and I are the winners. Let me take it back a bit.
Decided to buy the whole place and amalgamate it.
Right. Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the people that sell the place and the people that buy, to them are the winners. The rest of the people are what?
Right.
Collateral damage.
Collateral damage. That is who you are. So you are not the real owners of Nigeria. There are those who own Nigeria. Nigeria is a business empire built by Britain. And the Fulanese are co-owners of Nigeria with the Britain. They are both the sellers and the buyers. And they are the ones today who benefit from that thing that is called Nigeria. They are the ones who benefit from it. And that is why Mazen Kanu continue to question the union. Because his ancestors, your ancestors, our ancestors, were not even involved. They didn't even understood that they were amalgamated. Nigeria is a deceit. And I am very, very happy that people are beginning to come out to talk about it. There is somebody I want to... Let me see if I can get this video. Let me see if I could lay my hand on the video now. I didn't remember to. I don't remember to bring it before now. But let me look for that video and bring it up. You are a collateral damage, but that is what we are fighting for. We don't want to be a collateral damage. We are wiser than that because we are Biafrans. We are wiser than that. We are Biafrans. We are wiser than that. Just give me a sec. I'm going to bring this. This video is important because there's the reason I want to talk about this man. So you understand the impunity, the wickedness of the Zoological Republic. You know, Mazin and Kanu said it. Anybody that you see that can boldly say, I am a Nigerian, that person is worse than a devil. Mazin Kanu said it. And when Mazin Kanu is talking, people don't understand. Anybody that can boldly say that he or she is a Nigerian is worse than the devil. And there is this thing, this sinister thing about these so-called Nigerians. There is this sinister thing about them. So evil. Evil personified. Evil personified. They are wicked, and their wickedness is in the highest order. Now,
I will not be intimidated by anybody. No man born of woman can intimidate.
Let us listen to this man. And while you are listening to this man, I want you to ponder as well. I want you to ponder as well. While you are listening to this man, I want you to ponder as well. You know, this man is a Yoruba. And as a Yoruba, naturally, he is cunning, he is devilish, he is lazy, he is evil. And this man you see here is a total package. He's the complete Yoruba, a deceiver, a cunning person. This man. Now let us listen to this man. Let us listen to this man and hear what he has to say.
I will not be intimidated by anybody. No man born of woman can intimidate me. My people cannot be intimidated, and I cannot be intimidated. Speaking truth to power is something that we were born to do, and we will continue to do it. Speaking up for those that have been oppressed is a joy and a privilege and an honor. I am not inciting anybody. I'm simply telling the truth. And if the truth hurts so badly, I say, do your worst. I have no fear of death, no fear of anything. I am a believer. If you kill me or you kill mine, it says we die in Christ. We know where we're going. We just change address. If you kill a good Muslim, he knows where he's going. We know where we're going. If you kill a good Christian, we know where we're going. Why fear death? The fight is here on earth. The fight for justice, the fight for the oppressed. And many have gone before us. I can list them for various causes. When it came to fighting all these things, 50 million people died fighting Nazism. Millions more died fighting communism. Millions died fighting slavery. Millions died fighting imperialism. Millions died fighting colonialism. Why would it not be a privilege to die fighting against Zionism? And yet we will not die
because the Lord has died for us and paid the price. We shall have victory. We shall live long, we shall prosper, and Israel cannot kill the whole world. They can only inflict injustice for some time. Eventually, they will be overwhelmed. Eventually, they will be defeated. Eventually, we'll have victory. We have no fear.
You have listened to him there? You know who he is? This is called FKK. And I think the name rings bell. Every one of you remember this man. And you heard him very well. And you see how he was ranting. And when you hear him speak now, you will think that human being is speaking, not knowing that a slave is talking, complete a slave. You heard when he said that okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take it back. Then I will try to. Now let us take it back. Now listen carefully.
Intimidated by anybody. No man born of woman can intimidate me. My people cannot be intimidated, and I cannot be intimidated. Speaking truth to power is something that we were born to do, and we will continue to do it. Speaking up,
okay,
for those that have been oppressed is a joy and a privilege and an honor. I am not inciting anybody. I'm simply.
Look at this man. I call him a Yoruba imbecile. He's a Yoruba. What do you expect from a Yoruba? You don't. This is exactly who they are. They are like a chameleon. When you hear him rant, condemning Israel for fighting for what is theirs, you would think that he is a man you can depend on. This man is sick. You hear when he said they speak for those that is oppressed. Ask this man. In your own backyard, atrocities are being committed to Biafran people. In fact, in your own backyard, a freedom fighter that you in the past claimed to be his friend, shared platform with, went to his house, spoke in this manner you are doing today, try to deceive Biafrans that you are for them, you are with them. The same man, your country, Zoological Republic, kidnapped him, extraordinarily brought him back to Nigeria, subject him under perpetual torture and continuous illegal detention, even after your court, not one, not two, but three, has come out to declare that he is innocent and should be let go. Ask this man, this Yariba, ask him, have you spoken about it? Like they would say that charity begins at home. I'm asking this FKK Yariba. Yariba, FKK, do you know that Martin Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped by President Buhari and brought back illegally to Nigeria, kept in detention, handed over to your kingsman today, who is Tinubu, overseeing this illegal detention? Have you spoken about it? You left Nigeria where real crime against humanity is committed. You left it and flew over thousands of miles to go and condemn what people are doing in their land. Why in your own land atrocities upon atrocities are going on? What have you done about it? You are here to deceive the ignorant people. The Palestinians will think that they have a comrade in you. When the chiefs are down, you will leave them. You would abandon them. After all, in the past, you spoke about Biafra this way, with the same zeal, with the same spirit. You spoke about Biafra. You deceived a lot of people. A lot of people thought you are with Biafra. A lot of people were deceived. We were so much deceived. Today, even when you were busy mentioning those that were died or that has the genocide committed against them, you didn't even remember the Biafra that you were outlining the history of the genocide that was committed against them. Today, it is no more. Biafra is no more involved. Nothing happened there. Let me play it so people will hear it and don't think I'm lying against him. Listen and listen to the end.
Be intimidated by anybody. No man born of woman can intimidate me. My people cannot be intimidated, and I cannot be intimidated. Speaking truth to power is something that we were born to do, and we will continue to do it. Speaking up for those that have been oppressed is a joy and a privilege and an honor. I am not inside.
This man, Biafrans are being oppressed. When was the last time you speak about it? Eh? When was the last time you spoke about the oppression that is going on in Biafraland? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being oppressed. When was the last time you spoke about it? But you are here deceiving people.
Fighting anybody. I'm simply telling the truth. And if the truth hurts so badly, I say do your worst. I have no fear. No fear of death. No fear of anything. I am a believer. If you kill me or you kill mine, it says we die in Christ. We know where we're going. We just change address. If you kill a good Muslim, he knows where he's going. We know where we're going. If you kill a good Christian, we know where we're going. Why fear death? The fight is here on earth. The fight for justice, the fight for the oppressed. And many have gone before us. I can list them for various causes when it came to fighting.
Listen, he's about to list those who have gone for fighting for themselves, for fighting for their freedom. Listen to Yariba FKK. He's about to list those who has been died for what they believe. Listen to him, and please, if you hear Biafra there, please let me know.
All these things, 50 million people died fighting Nazism. Millions more died fighting communism. Millions died fighting slavery. Millions died fighting imperialism. Millions died fighting colonialism. Why would it not be a privilege to die fighting against Zionism? And yet we will not die because the Lord has died for us and paid the price. We shall have victory. We shall live long. We shall prosper. And Israel cannot kill the whole world. They can only inflict injustice for some time. Eventually, they will be overwhelmed. Eventually, they will be defeated.
You have heard him, né? Now let me brush up. Let me show you another thing. When he was targeting our sister, he said, Yariba, they are very cunning. Let me show you what he said here. This is when he was targeting our sister. But I don't blame them anyway. I don't blame them.
Do you want me to be honest or just speak, political correctness here? But I choose to be honest with you.
Did you hear the question? Do you want me to be honest or you want me to be political correctness? All these people knew, this is what they do in the zoo. This is what I do in the zoo. Everything is about political correctness. Political correctness. But here, let us hear what this useless man said.
I choose to be honest.
Remember, I said this was when he was targeting our sister. But our people, our women these days don't have honor. They don't have self-respect anymore. Our Igbo women these days, they have brought themselves so cheap because of material things. Because they don't want to bend down, come down. They are busy flying from one bed to another. That is why people like this could lay their hands on, filthy hands on Igbo ladies and mess them up. Today, a Yoruba man go mess our women up. Listen to him and hear what he has to say.
With you, and for me to be honest with you, I have to go back a little bit. But let me start with the situation that we're facing in this country today. If you believe that those that are in power in Nigeria today would ever contemplate the possibility of giving power to an Igbo man in 2023 or thereafter, then you still haven't fully understood the challenge and the problem that we have in this country today. You need to understand that the mindset of some of these people, not all, some, but those that Buhari represents, that is his own clique within the Fulani ruling class, not all Fulanis, but his own clique, who are in power today. Their mindset is that the most dangerous people in this country and the people that they must suppress more than any other are the people of the Southeast. And you need to understand that before...
Do not be deceived. What he said now is generally accepted in the whole Nigeria. It's a general feeling. But him, you see him that seated there. It is as it is in his heart that he is saying it. So do not be deceived. Only when the only time you start believing him is when you start talking about the history. But what he's saying now is exactly what he wants and how he sees things. He is not different. They are all the same. They see Igbo the same. They take Igbo as same. They don't want Igbo to improve. They don't want Igbo to succeed in Nigeria. In the same Nigeria where they discriminate and subdue Igbo are doing exploits outside Nigeria. Today, the Speaker of the Canadian House of Representatives is the only Igbo. I'm talking about Canada, one of the most advanced, progressive countries of the world today. One of the countries that everybody wishes to go to and settle down. The Speaker of the House of Representatives in that country is a typical Igbo man. But in Nigeria, Ndibo is nowhere to be found, not close to power. And you would have asked yourself, why is Nigeria going the way it is going? That is the reason Nigeria is going the way it is going. And do you think that this is ordinary? No, it's spiritual. Chukwu Okike made it so that Ndibo will know that Nigeria is not for them. Because if all things be equal, they would not believe. Just like in the days of the Israelites in Egypt, until the Israelites started passing through pains in the hands of the Pharaoh, that was when they start to remember that, oh, we came from somewhere. But when that Pharaoh that loved Moses was alive, Israelites forgot that they came from somewhere. They were ready to integrate. They were ready to assimilate with the Egyptians. In fact, they were even ready to start to intermarry and accept even the culture and tradition of the Egyptians. But immediately persecution came. Rejection set in. They started to remember that we don't belong here after all. They started seeking way out. That was when Chukwu Okike visited them. Same thing is happening to us in Zoological Republic today. If those that see themselves as Nigerians, if they have accepted us, if they allowed us to assimilate, if they have given us equal opportunity to play in Nigeria, then we would have been so relaxed in Nigeria. Even now that we are passing through this persecution, some of us don't even believe that complete disintegration or complete separation from Nigeria is the key. They still believe that somehow, things will change. So don't forget about this. So let us continue to listen to this man.
The Civil War. And I need to go back in history because that's a damn good question and it deserves a clear answer, a thorough answer. Let's go back a little bit. Before the Civil War, these same people, he, for example, was active then. And you need to remember the role that they played on the night of July 29th, 1966, when the Northern Officers Counter Coup took place. And 300 Igbo officers were killed in one night, including an Igbo head of state. He was involved. And many of them that are running this country in that cabal today were involved or supported it. They said it was to pay back for what had happened in January 15th, 1966. Now, after that, what happened? The same people unleashed their people on Igbo civilians in the northern part of this country, and the figure that is often cited is 30,000 were killed. It's not true. Closer to 100,000. Not only were they killed, women had their stomachs cut open, and little babies were pulled out and their heads were dashed against the wall. That is what they did then in 1966, before the Civil War. And the Igbos were slaughtered like flies all over the north by these same people. They went rushing back to the east, where they believed they were safe. And the position was this. The leader of the core northern Muslims within the army, Murtala Muhammad, urged Gawan, who was head of state, to march on the east immediately and wipe out the Igbos. Gawan, to his credit, refused to do that and said, no, let's negotiate. And the negotiations started. They broke down, then there was a civil war. In that civil war, 3 million Igbos were killed by federal forces. They were killed by all of us. I'm from the Southwest. I take responsibility for that, as every other Nigerian ought to. Civilians, not soldiers. 3 million, including 1 million children, subjected to genocide, subjected to mass murder, subjected.
Did you hear the number of people he was mentioning? But just few minutes ago, I was playing his current video where he was mentioning those who has been fired and who has been exterminated or destroyed for what they believe or whatever. He didn't mention Biafra. But hear him now talking about, oh, 3 million of them, 3 million of them. 3 million, do you know what 3 million is? Do you know that 3 million, there are countries in the world that is not up to 3 million in number? Do you know the number? Do you know what 3 million is? But now, when he was mentioning other countries or other people or other that paid ultimate price trying to defend themselves, trying to fight off imperialism, trying to fight off slavery, trying to fight off what's it called? Fight off slave masters and other stuff. He didn't mention Biafra.
To ethnic cleansing by us. The war ended. We did not apologize. Instead, what did we do? What did we do? We took all their property in the name of abandoned property. We gave them £20, even if they had $1 million in the bank. And we said, come back, no victor, no vanquished. Biggest lie from the pits of hell. There was a victor and there was a vanquished. And we all know who was who. They came back into Nigeria and we reintegrated them. But even with all the reintegration, no Igbo man could be trusted to be General Officer Commanding GOC until Obasanjo came to power in 1999. Igbos were not allowed to rise up within the military or in any power configuration in the country. It was something that was understood that you never put an Igbo man in a position of real power. You can give him appointments, but you don't put him in a position of real power. Okay. Obasanjo came, made General Abiaku, I think his name was, GOC. And then from there, Jonathan came, he appointed an Igbo chief of army staff. Okay? Yes. My wife is reminding me of the name, Ehejireka. You know, he appointed an Igbo chief of army staff. Okay? And we thought things would go on that way. There would be a reintegration of the Igbos. And Obasanjo integrated many Igbos, people like Obi and Uba, so many came in and playing key roles, key positions. We thought things would get better. And unfortunately for us, though, in 2015, everything changed because Nigerians elected, in quotation marks, a man that had, again, I say it again, a different worldview and went back to the pre-1966 disposition and mentality of things. And that position was that Igbos cannot be trusted. Igbos have no rights. Igbos are members of the, he called them 5%, I believe, that didn't vote for him. And his mindset was he will teach Igbos the lesson of their lives. And he has done precisely that. If the killings had stopped then, I would have said, okay, fine. Everything we said is history. But sadly, it didn't stop. Igbo youths, IPOB youths, Igbo nationalists have been killed under this government. More have been killed than at any other time during this, apart from during the Civil War, under this government. Igbos have been hopelessly marginalized by the government. Igbos have been treated with contempt by this government. Not just Igbos, Southerners, Christians, and Middle Belters. They've added that one as well. And that's what's going on. And what the Igbos was subjected to by all of us in 1966 is what we are all being subjected to now by those that are around Buhari. Now, going to your question, given all that, before
thank God. I don't know why we are not streaming on Twitter. Why? Why? Why are we not streaming there? I just noticed that now. Okay, yeah, we're back there. We're back there. Now you listen to this man. And everything this man said then repeated again in 2021 when they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He didn't say a word. Now his kinsman Tinubu is the one controlling things today as it is today. He has not said anything. He has not condemned the acts of kidnapping. He has not condemned the act of extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is okay now. But then, it was not okay. But today, because his kinsman is handling things, it's okay. It's all right. It's the right thing to do. That is why you cannot trust anybody that says he's a Yariba. A Yariba person is not to be trusted. Trust him on your own peril. Trust a Yariba on your own risk. You can never trust these people. We have come to understand that they are more dangerous than the snake. A snake is not as dangerous as a Yariba person. The reason the Zoology Republic is the way it is today is not because of a Fulani person. It's not because of an Hausa man. It's not because of Igbo man. It is because of these Yariba people. They are the reason that zoo is not progressive. They are the reason that zoo is stagnant. They are the reason that zoo is going through these things they are going through today. You can't do something with people that is not stable, people that is that is manipulative. You can't do something with someone who is cunning and you expect to get a positive result or to achieve what you want to achieve. No, they are not trustworthy at all. And that is why they are called Yariba. And they are proud to bear or to answer the name Yariba. They are proud of it because that is exactly who they are. That's exactly who they are. Now, he's spoken about Mazi Nnamdi. Has he questions the government? His government about Mazi, but is he questioning the Israel government, Israeli government? But he has not had the audacity to question his own government for committing more atrocious crime, which is act of kidnapping, torture, and extraordinary rendition. What is more dangerous than that? But he has never questioned it. He has never condemned it. But he can go miles away to condemn what does not concern him. How does that affect him? How does that affect the situation in the zoo? But he is willing, he is happy to condemn it and tell you how bold, how fearless he is. He's as, that man you see there, he's as fearless as a pigeon. Very fearless person. He's a Yariba now. They don't have boldness. That is why they cannot do anything and stick to it. When the seriousness of what they are doing emerges, they run away. But whether they like it or not, whether they use terror, whichever method they come with, it cannot stop Biafra from coming. Biafra will be restored. No manner of intimidation can stop it. Our determination is top-notch. Our determination is not shaken, it's unshakable. Our determination is not negotiable. In fact, we are determined to restore Biafra. There is nothing anybody can do about it. There is no amount of terror that you can bring to us that can change the fact that we are determined to restore Biafra. We are going to fight for it, and we are going to get it. We are going to give everything that we could for Biafra to be restored. Fear cannot deny us Biafra. Our ancestors did not succumb to fear. We are not going to succumb to fear. We are as bold as lion, and we are as bold as a lion. We are going to face our fear squarely. And at the end of the day, Biafra will be restored. There is nothing anybody can do about it. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Biafra is something that you cannot destroy it. No matter how much you try, no matter how much you try to stop it, you can never stop it. Biafra must be achieved. It must be restored. Time wouldn't permit me, I would have played this video of the terror attack on our people in Onlu. You know, Onlu is being affected strongly. And Onlu has never disappointed. The IPOB, the Biafra Liberation Army, their presence is strongly felt in Onlu, because Onlu is a place that Biafra will take first before they will proceed to other places. That is where the heart of Biafra is. And that is why the Zoological Republic are doing everything possible to see that they take over Onlu, that they subdue Onlu. Now, let me see if I could get this video. This thing I just did, just removed all the viewers. I can't see anybody viewing this program. You know, this I don't know why the Twitter had problem, and you know, but it's back, but I can't see the views. I mean the viewers anymore. Can't see the viewers anymore. Let me play this audio. Let me play this. It's going to be our last video for the night. then we call it a day.
Also, local government youth. Ekalamono.
Biko, look at these people here. You can see the pictures in the screen. I don't know who they are, but they say they are Oshun, whatever. And the reason I'm playing this video, I mean this audio, is for Biafrans to listen to it, so that you see those who are bringing terror, because some people will come and tell you that it is Simon Ekpa who is bringing terror into our land. Now, these are the faces of the people that brought that is bringing terror into our land. You will hear how they brag about how they're going to bring the terrorists in our land. Now, I want you to listen. This is them discussing in their forum how to buy Biafrans.
Also, local government youth.
Yeah.
Ekalamono. Yelele video we marat na one generation and keep as yeah, Jerusalem. Then ngomene ni ha na eme na ha etu an se jije na keep as I padrapado ko arebo na an eme youth no emana na ga ha won obi ebu egba oga jinoge weapon we gonna platform. Get out from this platform.
When you hear him talk about to carry guns, you may think that this gun is to go after the invaders of our land. You may think that the gun he's talking about, he's going to face it, turn this gun to the Fulani horsemen, the terrorists in our land who are kidnapping, taking ransom, buying our people, terrorizing our mothers in the bushes, raping our young ladies, and going into the farms where our people cultivated to eat up the crops. No. This gun is talking about is against Biafran people, against freedom fighters. When you hear him talk, he is not angry at the Fulani herdsmen who has come into our land to rape, to buy, to defile our people, to eat up the crop and make hunger to be chasing our people up and down. No, he's not angry at them. He is angry at those who have volunteered to defend their land. He's angry at those who has given their life for our land not to be taken away from us. Let us continue.
Imana Apog for carrying arms now to face these bandits and clear them off. You are not ready for this war. You are not ready for this battle. It's better you get out from this platform. It's better you go off from this platform before it is too late. Because
who is he referring as bandits? The Biafra Liberation Army. You can hear when you talk about bandits. You and I know that there is nothing as such in our land. There is no bandit in our land. But who are the people he referred to as bandits? The Biafra Liberation Army is the people he referred to as bandits. And now give a dog a bad name to kill it. Now they have given them that name, bandit. Now they have created that loophole, that avenue, that channel to go after them, to wipe them away. Let us continue to listen to them.
Equally before the Kasana the mayor and a call na cobblebele. Na keep as I just in a secret because Regiquao nigga na Abaraga Baraman nigga man nagge, give on your jaw, I am a bono. Man nigga man nagge, moment nigga, on your bolambat. Returns a woman and the other case when a book again kego. And they I want to get beggy caonios. Oga Kama Nepotara now. Burebe as soon as 2 does.
Now, listen to that statement. You know, when we talk about the atrocities going on in our land, people are looking elsewhere. And I don't know, I don't understand. I don't understand why our people refuse to think, refuse to be wise, they refuse to reason. You are pointing out to a wrong direction. The real people that you see committing atrocities, ethnic cleansing, crime against humanity, these are their faces. You can hear what he said here. When they buy you, if you are bad, if you are among the so-called bad people, they buy you, they buy your mother, they buy your father, they buy your brothers, they buy your sisters, they buy everybody related to you. Total ethnic cleansing. Even if someone commits crime, let's just say that the person or the people you are referring, the group of people you refer to are committing crime. Is it enough for you to go after their relations, their parents, their siblings, their brothers, their sisters, and everyone that related to them, for you to go and wipe them away completely? If you are not terrorists then, what are you? You say that the same way they buy other people's brothers and sisters, the same way you are going to buy their own brothers and sisters. That means you are even the same with him, or you same with them. Because if you say you are different, you have to do things differently. But alas, you are the devil. You are the reason there is no peace in the land. And I promise you one thing, that the land of Biafra will take you. I tell you, the promise, one thing you people do, go and look, check it. They are falling like flies in our land today. The people that fought this struggle, the people that fought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the people that fought Mazi Simon, all of them, they are falling. They are falling. You are now, you have the boldness, the temerity to come here to give directive that those innocent mothers, innocent relations, innocent fathers, innocent sisters, innocent brothers should go because of what their brothers or their relations did. Why would you take another person's life for what another person did? You go after the person who commits the crime. His mother, you didn't see his mother when he was coming after you, or when he was doing what he was doing. Go after him and get him out if you can. Leave his fathers, brothers, and sisters. If anything should happen to anybody in Biafraland, you will be held responsible. You maybe don't know that this voice note is going to be in media. Today it is here. We are playing that thing you said in Oshu youth platform. Here, the whole world is listening to it. And it will haunt you. And it will haunt you back.
Because now keep as the ties your quadros in our case, quadron number. I put on the pressure. Honorable, they're ready. After 28th of August, we shall face it. Anyhow,
Able machine gun, able machine gun, able pump action, able pump action, able AK. We double it to share. We'll face it one for all.
You know why you talk about 8th August? If you remember, the Biafra government in exile has put 1 month lockdown of the government facilities in Biafraland. And that starts from the 28th of August. And these people has declared themselves ready to go and stand and defend their country. And I wish them all the best. The only people that I pity are those ignorant youths of Oshun or whatever, who will mumushishly fall into the streets. If anything happened to you, nobody will care. Anybody that buy for Nigeria's sake, buy for nothing. The only worthy death is that when you buy for Biafra's sake. As you are buying or as you are closing your eyes for the last time, you are joyful, knowing that you have fulfilled your destiny on this earth. But if you buy for zoo, you are doomed. Even your soul is doomed for life, forever. Let's continue to listen to how he's planning to attack.
And it is now or never. It is do or die.
Release go free. Oh, quote me again. Oh, quote me again. I'm going to go to him. Mbabuga Babu straight. What a million manual. Okay, I will tell you the million manual.
Do you see that? Did you hear the threats? Do you hear how the threats to buy people, to shoot people and buy them? Just because the Abwego or whatever has different opinion. Because the Abwego is trying to calm the situation. Now he is threatening his life, and if he should make that statement again, he should be taken out. What is different from this? Is it not terrorism? Is it not gangsterism? Is it not what terms should I use to qualify these people? But let us continue to listen to them.
Why many ya coach you up in Ako? Wobbling your basara, see my women in your cabas lemoquia. I don't want to be hearing it. No, I didn't know lady, I know mother. Can I see what women in your uncle? Can they not call him? Can you do what women in your okay? I will go. Why age like this? And I will okay. Whatever solution is, see what women in your uncle. I will go. Can you go negotiate with these people? See, I'm on the harbor. Yamanga. Why is he putting distraction in here? Can do what women in your uncle. A bed the money, the kid, the money, the uncle. I was the Moku women in your uncle because I don't like another language. Umazon about how do you one apple? I do what I apple. They should have been there. If we get your arrow, God. But I did through in Hajinaga. Over Maria, I myself, I'm alone leading Dami to that place. Once I mother now 2 times. I'm going home. Egypt, I can put on Dami. What was I? Wow, Mazila never. Higher Funket Robiat.
Now, you hear that? He has promised to lead the military to the camps where the Biafran Liberation Army are in Biafraland. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. As long as you are with the army, it's okay. You can lead them. And I wish you what you wish yourself. I'm not going to tell you not to go there. Lead the army to where the Biafran Liberation Army are. Lead them. Let them test each other's strength. And whoever that conquers should claim the victory. But make sure that you follow them to the camp, because you are not going to be leading them in absence. This is the problem. Can you see that? You see how they are telling you, oh, we are going to lead the army, we are going to do that, we are going to do this. This has been the point. This has been the problem. This is how they have been selling our people. This is how they sold the console. They are leading the military to the people, to the camps of ESN. Today, they are leading people, the army, to the camps of the Biafra Liberation Army. He boldly said it. I'm going to lead the military to the camps of these boys. And I will lead it myself. It is okay. But know that everybody has the way they defend themselves. Nobody's going to fold their hands and watch you buy them for nothing. So as you are going to Biafra Liberation Army camp, get ready to face whatever that will come out there. You know? Make sure that you prepare very well. And you also write your will as you are visiting the Biafra Liberation Army camp with your military. They are waiting for you, and I know that they will be waiting for you. Our land belongs to us. We are not going to run away from our land. And what we are doing is making sure that we protect and defend our fathers, our mothers, and those who cannot defend themselves. The Nigerian state has proven many times that they could not defend us. They could not protect us. In fact, they are the ones who has come to buy us. And we are not going to fold our hands because we don't want to die. We don't want to be seen as bad people. As we are buying, we are good people. But when we rise up to defend ourselves, we become bad people. Well, I think it is good that we are bad people and live than to be good people and die. And all these enablers in our land who continue to lead the military, the terrorist Nigerian government and their security agents into our forest, into our land. They bypass the terrorists, which are the headsmen. They bypass the kidnappers, and then try to lead the Nigerian terrorist security men into the camps of those fighting for us. The land of Biafra will swallow you. The land of Biafra will feast on your flesh. Where you would fall, there will be nobody to bury you there. And the birds of the air will feast on your flesh. You are not worthy to be buried in our land. You're not worthy. You people are evil. You people are evil. And no wicked person must go unpunished. Your reward is coming. And it's coming very, very fast. I mean, very, very fast. It's coming. Wait for it. You want to stop the Biafran liberation. You have not stopped the Fulanese who goes about committing all manner of atrocities in our land. But those who are defending our land are your problem. Well, I wish you everything that you wish to yourself. It will never be well with each and every one of you in our land who has turned to Ifajuna, who has turned to Okpabesikia, to sell out our people, to sell out our collective commonwealth, to sell out our joy, our freedom. All of you. Both those who had hands in what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all of you will go for it. None of you will go unpunished. You will pay for your atrocities. You pay for your crime. I promise you that. And at the end of everything, Biafra will come. Biafra will surely come. There's nothing you or anybody can do about it. And that being said, Biafrans who have come to the end of this program this evening. I don't know what is happening. Sometimes these networks work always impacts negatively on our program. Suddenly the S stops streaming, and I refreshed it, and all the viewers left. But it's okay. The message has been. I've given the message I came with this evening, and I know that everyone who has listened to me understood perfectly what I'm saying. And I want you to share the program, and then make sure that you share it in all the platforms where you belong. As always, I thank you for being part of this program this evening. Like I said, we have never taken you for granted. We appreciate your presence, and we shall continue to appreciate you. Thank you for being part of this family. Thank you for being part of this program. Thank you for always supporting, sharing, liking our program. May Chukwu Okabema bless you. May Chukwu Okabema bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Speak for him. Stand by him. And strengthen him. May he bless Mazi Simon Ekpa. Strengthen him as well. Support him. Equip him. More grace. More wisdom. And everyone who fights for freedom, genuinely, may Chukwu Okabema give you everything you need to succeed in life. You will never lack. And you will see the end of everything, which is Biafra. I thank you for being part of this program this evening. And I say, may Chukwu Okabema continue to preserve you, protect you, defend you, until we come your way again. From me, from here, good night.